Let's take some notes for lesson 2-3, day 1. Let's start with looking at the order of operations. Let's do a quick review. First of all, we need to look for grouping symbols like fraction bars and parentheses. Then we look for exponents, multiplication or division from left to right. And then the last thing we look for is any addition or subtraction. We move left to right with those two operations. Around the review of order of operations, we have different sets of rules. What I'd like you to do now is pause the video and fill in the operations that you think go with each set of rules. In the upper left, we have a reminder of what the addition rules were like, if we have the same signs or different signs. Then in the upper right, we have what we do with subtraction. We change it to an addition problem using adding the opposite. Then the bottom, we have, looks like identical rules, and that is for multiplication and division of integers. In order to do the first example, we see subtraction and addition. So we're going to work left to right. So we do the subtraction first. Get 2, add -4 to it. They have different signs, so you subtract their absolute values and keep the sign of the greater absolute value. -2 is the answer. Here's a common mistake. People will add first. They see the opposites. They get 6 minus 0 is 6, but that is incorrect. They should have subtracted first. Example 2, we have addition and we have multiplication. So we're going to multiply first. They have different signs. We get a -20 answer and just bring down the 20 plus. And we have adding opposites, and we're going to end up with a 0. Now, a common mistake you'll see is people will add first and get 30, then multiply by -2 and get -60. But that, of course, is incorrect because we should have multiplied first. And example number 3, we see multiplication, addition, and multiplication. So we'll work left to right with the multiplications. First 12 times -5, which end up being a negative answer. It's going to be a -60. And we multiply the -3 and -10, same signs, positive 30. And we add different signs by subtracting their absolute values and use the sign of the greater absolute value, which would be the -60. -30 is the answer. Problem number 4 is a little bit longer. So here we go. Start out by writing -2. We're going to increase that by 6, multiplied by the sum of -8 and 5. And all that's going to be divided by 4 squared minus 6. So we need to work on top of the fraction bar. So we'll be in the parentheses there, adding -8 plus 5, which would be -3. I'll bring everything else down that's in the numerator. Then we'll work in the bottom of the fraction bar. So we'll do the exponent first there and get 16 minus 6. Then go back to the top. We'll do the multiplication next, which gives us a -18. Bring down the -2 plus -18, and we'll do the denominator again. 16 minus 6 is 10. Back to the numerator. End up with -20 divided by 10. And the final answer would be a -2. In example number 5, you'll have to write that down. We're going to do the multiplication before subtraction. Different signs, you get a -12 answer. In order to subtract 10 minus -12, let's add the opposite of -12, which is a +12. So 10 plus 12 is 22, will be the final answer.